Hello, you are Navneet Mittal, right?
Yes, sir.
Navneet, tell me something about yourself.
Sir, I'm from Delhi.
Mm-hmm.
I did my schooling from St. Martin Dyson School from Delhi.
Delhi.
After that, I went for IIT Jodhpur in graduation in computer science.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, after that, I worked for 9 months in DE shop as a software developer. And sir, currently I'm in Danex and undergoing training in Karkardooma.
Okay, so your father was a businessman, right?
Yes, sir.
What was he? What was the business?
Sir, we have a small shop and it's a handloom shop basically. Varieties of clothes are there.
So business never fascinated you.
Sir, actually, my whole family was in business, and my father was the driving force who motivated me to go for studies and go for civil
So
services.
he didn't want his son to become a businessman.
Sir, actually, his experience was like he wanted to like grow, and he wanted the family to grow to do something different. That is why.
And what was your interest?
So my interest, I wanted to go for engineering, and gradually I developed interest in civil services.
Gradually, you developed interest in civil services.
Yes, sir.
So why? What you want to become? What? IS?
Yes, sir.
Why IS? Navneet?
Sir, it's a mix of professional and personal reasons. So professionally, I believe, sir, IAS is a platform which provides good opportunity to have a good career, and it offers the diversity and sir, social respect this carries. And so personally, it was a dream of my father, so that what was to.
You're trying to fulfill the dream of your father to become an IS, right?
Yes, sir. His dream became my dream.
His dream became your dream. But then you're working with DSAW, right?
Yes, sir.
So what were you doing at DSAW?
Sir, I was working as a product developer there.
Product developer.
Yes, sir.
Which kind of product?
Sir, they had an in-house software which managed their interviews, and sir, basically it was an employee management software. Their performance tracking and the new employees which are coming, scheduling of their interviews, and interface provided to the interviewers to have a basically it's a workflow of the entire interview process. That was the software.
What exactly is the core business of DSAW?
So DShaw is basically managing a hedge fund. So
hedge fund.
Yes, sir.
Right. But this is different. It's not employee. So do they make this kind of software for some other company or in-house?
No, sir. That was an in-house software.
In-house.
For to be used by the company.
Okay, so you were involved in developing software which ultimately would be used for the company.
Company, yes, sir.
And that is for performance management. Do you have any idea about what all kind of professional, performance management systems or theories are there? Any idea? Sorry, sir. I do not have any idea. But have you heard of 360-degree feedback? Yes, sir. What exactly is that? So basically, it's taking reviews from everybody from everybody with whom we have worked, like our superiors, our subordinates, our colleagues. So say you were developer. So and you create a report, and that report goes to the CEO. Yes, sir. So would you be reviewing CEO also? Sir, in my software, in DShaw, sir. I mean, I'm talking about 360-degree feedback in this mechanism, in this theory of 360-degree feedback. Would you be reviewing your CEO also, being a software developer? Yes, sir. There should be a mechanism to review CEO also, and basically his immediate team members could give the review for that. Immediate team member, okay, yeah.
Just one thing. While you were kind of creating the software, would you happen to get a look at what exactly were the KRAs or kind of the key review assessment aspects that you were kind of looking into as the eShop?
Ma'am, basically, any particular parameters I was not involved.
Okay.
We provided interface for the managers to provide the weekly reviews, monthly reviews, and the quarterly reviews for their immediate team members.
Okay.
So there was not any particular parameter on which they have to judge.
Okay. And yeah.
Navneet, I've got a question for you. I want
Yes,
to
sir.
understand actually. You're from Delhi, I'm not from Delhi.
Yes, sir.
I don't know much idea about Delhi. Why exactly every year? I came a couple of years back to Delhi, and that year also there was this lots of hue and cry about air pollution. Why exactly does it happen?
Sir, there are various factors. That is problems of urbanization as well as, sir, natural problems also that is related to the weather.
Natural problem and urbanization both.
Yes, sir.
Could you please elaborate? I want to understand. Actually, I'm quite curious about it.
Sure, sir.
Why in Delhi only? Why doesn't happen everywhere? In Calcutta and a place like Patna. Why doesn't
Sir,
happen?
in northern cities it happens,
Acha?
but in
How exactly does it happen? What
sir,
is the mechanism?
sir, if we talk about the geographical factors, sir,
Mhm.
so northern India is landlocked because we have Himalayas in the north.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, there is no escape for the air to go out as compared to the coastal areas like Kolkata.
So do we inhale all those toxic air and then finish it off?
No, sir. Basically, in winters the problem exaggerates.
So from where does this come? This toxic air,
Sir-
or the smoke or something we create.
Yes, sir.
That's what
Sir,
it
if we look at the pattern, basically the air pollution becomes a problem, a major problem during the winter years, from October to December. And sir, there are various factors like stubble burning and the festivals which come. So like crackers, New Year, and sir, these factors lead to pollution. Otherwise, sir, the perennial sources are like vehicular emissions and industrial emissions. Those are over the year. But during the, sir, October to November winter, sir, there is a stagnation in the airs which doesn't allow for the air pollution to move away. So
What
that,
kind of stagnation?
sir, it's basically temperature inversion we talk as.
Okay.
So it basically restricts the wind flow.
In what way? I mean, how does it?
So normally wind flows basically in the form of convection in the upper atmosphere.
Okay.
But during the winter, sir, because of temperature inversion, the wind doesn't flow. It becomes difficult for the wind to flow upwards. That's why, sir, pollution gets stagnated in the troposphere and where we live. So it becomes a
And
problem.
stubble
Where does it
burning.
This
go?
is-
Where does it go after couple of months? Now no air pollution. Everything's gone.
Sir, there are reasons also like western disturbances which bring rains, and sir, also wind flow also increases with the.
Why does the rain reduce pollution?
Sir, basically it provides a nucleus for the particles to stick on, and it brings down those particles on the surface of the earth. And also, sir, it settles down the dust on the roads, which doesn't get involved in the air. Like sprinkling is one of the solution being advised to tackle the air pollution during the winters.
So if there is rain, so this this smoke and all that would get settled down.
Sir, basically particulate matter in that.
What is
Which
this
are-
particulate matter?
Sir-
Please explain me.
Sir, particulate matter are aerosols, basically very small particles like PM 2.5 and PM 10. So those are particulate matter, and when the rain is there, nucleus basically they stick on the water particles and they come down.
Okay. So you're from Delhi. Tell me 3 big problems that Delhi is going to face 20 years down the line.
Sir, in my view, the problems are related to urbanization because Delhi is rapidly urbanizing and
First,
attracting.
let me know 3 big problems that Delhi is going to face 20 years down the line. First, you're saying is urbanization.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Basically, problems are related to urbanization.
Problems related to urbanization.
For
Urbanization.
example,
So, for example, like pollution, and sir, other is housing, and sir, basic services like sir, water, electricity, and electricity, and sir, basic amenities like sewerages, and basically related to the urbanization, sir. Like,
Pollution of what kind?
sir, air pollution, sir, we are facing it. So, if we do not solve it, we are gonna face after 20 years also. So, noise pollution and sir, water pollution, because waste management becomes a difficulty. When
light pollution.
light pollution also, sir, yes, sir.
How do you manage all these problems?
Sir, these requires sir, specific interventions related to the pollutions. Like, sir, for air pollution, we can have temporal interventions for short term, medium term, and long term. Sir, for the short term, like sir, we have odd even scheme and graded response action plan, like closing down of construction activities for some time.
Is the GRAP effective? Don't you think it comes into play only when it is too late and then the the impact of the plan is not to be seen too effective?
Sir, I believe that GRAP can be a short-term solution to tackle the immediate problem, but it should be complemented with long-term solutions. Then only, sir, it will be effective.
Do you want the GRAP to change in any way? Can it be made more effective?
Yes, sir, it can be certainly be more effective if, as I said, sir, long-term solutions can be incorporated in it, and it should be in place, like continuously should be in place, sir.
Long-term solutions like?
Ma'am, long-term solutions like, ma'am, vehicular pollution. We need to remove all the old vehicles from Delhi, which are polluting, like diesel vehicles. Promote gas-based vehicle like CNG vehicle, even for the private vehicles. And ma'am, other things are like vacuum cleaning of the roads, and roads quality should be good so that potholes are not there and dust doesn't emanate. And ma'am, modern technologies could be promoted in construction activity, because construction dust is also one of the major reason of pollution.
Okay.
So these
Do
things.
you think stubble burning is? Stubble burning has become a cause only in the recent 3-4 last years. It has become more prominent.
Yes, sir.
Is it the real cause?
Sir, it is one of the cause, I would say, along with the other causes. It exaggerates the problem. That I
Stubble
would say.
burning, did it not happen prior to 3-4 years, or is it only an activity happening just now and it has been noticed and contributing to the cause? Because every year, every winter, this is the biggest reason. Farmers are said to be the biggest cause of air pollution in Delhi, not the industries, not the vehicles, not as much as stubble burning.
Sir, stubble burning has been a recent phenomena with the introduction of the machines. Earlier, harvesting was done by the labor. So they used to, sir, there was no stubble remaining there.
Okay. Now I'm finding something very interesting here in your
Yes, sir.
choices of services. You want to become IS, then IPS, and then you want to
Defense.
go for IRS, IT, customer side, and then foreign service. So
Yes.
definitely foreign service is not your preference.
Yes, sir.
So you are in Danix.
Yes, sir.
Second is your IPS. Tell me something. There was this lots of human cry about police killing rape accused. What's your take on that? Was that a killing where actually those so-called accused were trying to escape?
Was it a fake encounter?
Yeah. Was it a fake encounter at the first answer me that?
Sir, that matter is sub judice, so it needs to be investigated.
I mean, that's fine. What's your view? What do you think?
Sir, in my view, until and unless it is proven, I don't think we should blame police. It should be properly investigated.
What's
and then
your
only.
view on extrajudicial killing?
Sir, I think there should. I think a proper due process of law should be followed, and in a democracy, democracy is no place for extrajudicial killings.
No. Didn't you see? I mean,
Movies like Singham, where
people were
people
in
go
this
into
case also.
Yes.
People were like showering flowers and all. Popular sentiments were with police. They so loved it. I personally actually loved it. I was so happy seeing that police were they should actually be killed. See, look at this Nirbhaya case. They anyway put the hand. So hanging them 6 years, 8 years down the line, you better kill them at the spot itself. There, finish this extra burden that they would incur on our economy. I mean, like they are Nirbhaya accused. They are having food. They are burden on us. We are hosting them, and then we are going to kill them. Kill them on the spot itself.
Sir, in my view, sir, I believe that government doesn't run on the basis of popular. It should not run on the basis of popular sentiments, because it should run on the basis of constitution. And constitution provides rights to everybody, and even the accused or the proven guilty. And there are due process. There are procedures like in Nirbhaya case. Even the convicts have the right to go for the mercy petition. So we should give them that scope. And in my view, sir, though popular sentiment is with the extrajudicial killing, but that should not become a way, because that could, sir, that could lead to, sir, I would say negative trends, because
Which kind of, I mean, ultimately you're trying to clean the society from the menace that they have created.
sir, if we go for extrajudicial killing, the people who have been,
Why are we calling extrajudicial killing? I mean, all I'm saying that police is doing a good job finishing. I mean, they are not putting any burden on the judiciary, and they are cleaning the mess.
but sir, it is not proven that they were guilty. If that was a fake encounter, I would say.
So what if you're sure some evidences are there? Then it is fine.
Sir, then also it is not the way. The way is to, sir, reform our judicial system. And
Reform a judicial system? How? I mean, what? Judicial system?
sir, because the trial in the judiciary takes years and years, that is what the grievance is. Sir, if we fast track our judicial system, if we make
No,
it very,
my point is different. All I'm saying,
yes sir,
judiciary would, I mean, take 8 years. What is it? Finish it.
yes sir,
I know. I have seen a video recording that guy actually was the rapist or the killer, and you know that this guy should be hanged. Kills that guy.
yes sir.
Job done. Justice delivered. Everybody is happy. I'm happy. You are happy. What's wrong with that?
Sir, it's legally wrong, I would say, and constitutionally wrong. And in a democracy,
Change the constitution. Yeah. Change the, I mean, we have amended constitution, right? Time to time we have amended. I mean, popular demand should there be popular demand that if police has got sufficient evidence, go for it, kill it, finish.
Anyway, democracy may you select people basis what? Basis the popular consent. Exactly. So why not?
ma'am, because there have been tendency to misuse the power. So we should not have any
Chalo,
scope.
let's talk about something else.
So, custodial torture के ऊपर we can have, if he wishes to join the police service, top rank. Custodial torture पे what are your views?
Sir, custodial torture should not be there, and however, sir, sir, there should be proper law to regulate it, I would say.
Regulate custodial torture.
Sir, not to regulate, to ensure that custodial torture doesn't take place.
In a society like India, where the population is not educated and we have all sorts of sentiments running, emotionally charged people are there, and how do you control crime which happens so fast, and you need to have evidence also in the Indian judicial system? It takes years and years to go through that particular. How does police take control of the crime situation in that case, if custodial torture or custodial violence, so to say, is not allowed?
Sir, I have two opinions on that. Like, even if we have custodial torture, the evidence, sir, it is not admissible in the court, basically. That the gavahi that we say of the police, it's not admissible, and even the court suspects the confession of the prisoner which is in front of police. So that is still not admissible. And sir, I believe that solution is to improve the police, to incorporate technology, and to reform our judicial system instead of custodial torture.
Just one question, but what you're essentially saying is custodial torture to a certain degree is okay? Matlab, admissible not in court and all is a different story, but you personally are okay with custodial torture, are you?
No ma'am, I was saying just custodial torture is not the way to solve the problem.
It's fine, it's not admissible in court, but what I'm trying to ask you is ki personally, on your level, if you're asked ki, see there's nothing, you suppose you don't have any so-called evidence against the person, you're not able to place him in the scene of crime, but you are sure, there's a gut feel that yes, if only I could just, inflict some kind of, if I could just get him to accept or confess,
yes,
it will be sorted then.
Ma'am, I think that should be defined, like what is torture. So if we can define that, I believe that it could be controlled.
Okay. We would like to understand about your skills. You have written this. What is this? DAAD scholarship.
Sir, it's a scholarship provided by Germany to come and work for 2 or 3 months in one of their research institutions.
Okay, so you went there.
Yes, sir.
What did you do?
So basically, I worked to develop capsule endoscopy.
What is that?
Sir, endoscopy basically is to take the images of the internal organs. And sir, traditional endoscopy, sir, inserts wire either through sir mouth to take the images. But with the help of capsule, we can just swallow the capsule and it will take all the photos of the whole gastrointestinal tract. So that is what capsule endoscopy is.
Wait. So, do you fix some camera or something?
Yes, sir, on the capsule.
So, what exactly were you doing? You were programming with, developing those cameras or something?
No, sir, I was working on the algorithm part.
Algorithm part.
Yes, sir.
Right. So, and then you're saying your extracurricular activities are competitive programming. What is this competitive programming?
So basically, it's a kind of competition where we are given any logical or mathematical problem, and we need to write a computer code to solve that.
Okay, so can you think of some way? I want to understand. There are so many cases pending in Supreme Court. How many cases are pending? Do you have any idea?
Sir, around 3 crore cases.
3 crore cases. Is there any possibility to write a code or program to actually shortlist those cases in which you could suggest, or the program could suggest that this can be done away within a day, or this would take some months, or this would take some years, and like that? Is there possibility?
Sir, certainly it can be done, and it's been done with the help of artificial intelligence in US.
What exactly is artificial intelligence?
Sir, artificial intelligence is like enabling machine to think, basically to analyze and to take decisions. That is what artificial intelligence.
Can you think like the way I'm thinking?
Sir, as of now, no, but in future, sir, there could be a possibility.
Like a machine would be able to think the way I'm thinking.
Sir, in future, it could be possible.
In fact, he has written codes, this software for interviews, right? So, such software could be written to replace this board also, this UPSC interview also, can it be?
Sir, certainly with the progress of technology, it could be done, but we cannot say.
Google Assistant.
Yes, sir.
How does it work?
So basically, it's also kind of AI, and it hears what we are saying, analyzes it, like what task we are trying to command it, and it executes it. Sir, basically, its technology behind that is natural language processing.
Okay, so natural language processing, something. It processes my language.
Yes, sir.
What does it do?
Sir,
how does it process the language?
Sir, I have not worked on that, so I do not have much experience. Yeah.
So, but then you're saying that this could be done. Which language, programming language, are you conversed with?
Sir, C, C++, Java.
C++, Java. What is the difference between these three languages?
Sir, between Java and C++, there is not much difference apart from basically the syntaxes. However, sir, between C and C++ and Java, there is a difference. Sir, Java and C++ are object-oriented programming. And sir, object-oriented programming basically is that it allows to create objects. So basically, we define a class, and class in the sense, sir, let's say we have a remote, and we define a basic feature of the remote, and we can have various kind of remotes, like remotes for the AC, remote for the TV. So those are the objects. So that is what, sir, object-oriented programming is. And sir, C++ is a simple programming.
Right. You don't play any sports?
No, sir. I informally played, sir, but not as a part of any team.
You're an overall coordinator in your college fest?
Yes, ma'am.
As in the convener of the college fest, or?
Ma'am, basically I was executing whole college fest.
Which year?
Ma'am, 2015.
2015. So what exactly were your responsibilities like in that time?
Ma'am, actually my responsibility was managing the whole team. It was a team of around 400 people.
Okay.
I was at the first year, and below us are our year mates who were the head of the teams, like marketing team and hospitality team, finance team. And below that, in those teams, there were juniors.
And what were you?
I was, sir, overall coordinator, overall head of the fest. Of the fest, yes, sir.
So you were arranging camps and
Yes, sir. Basically, my responsibility was to see that everything take place, and
How did you get finance?
so it was from various sources like marketing, sponsorship from various companies.
You used to go for,
Yes, sir.
so how exactly did you, okay, try to convince me to fund your test. 2 minutes, exactly.
Sir, may I know your company or what's your?
I'm
So he's
Cyrus
basically,
Delhi.
yeah.
I'm Cyrus Delhi.
Okay.
And I'm the chief executive officer of Cyrus Delhi. You have got 2 minutes to convince me for start.
Sure, sir. Good morning, sir. Sir, I am Navneet Mittal. I am from IIT Jodhpur. Sir, we are organizing a fest called Ignis. Sir, it is one of the largest fest of India. It's a national fest where people from all over the country, from all over the colleges come, and sir, we have a footfall of around 6,000 people. And sir, I am here to be a partner with Civils Delhi because sir, I believe that Ignis could provide a Civils Delhi to expanded market. Sir, we are from IIT and people who are doing graduation ultimately goes for civil services. So if we
No, yeah, you see, there's a problem. IITs don't succeed. IITs are not our target group.
Sir, actually we have people from all over the India, from all over the colleges, not only IIT. So we will provide you the huge span of
We are
people.
not actually focusing right now on Jodhpur. We are focusing south.
Yes, sir, people also from southern colleges also come like VIT and IIT Madras.
We are already there.
But sir, if you are already there, sir, we are providing you to expand in the west, in the north, and even if you are already there, sir, you can have a good platform in the IIT Jodhpur. We'll provide you a kiosk. We'll provide you the basic prime slots to conduct the activities to make people aware about the USPs of the Civils Delhi, how Civils Delhi can help them to crack the civil services.
What is the cost of this, your kiosk?
Sir, there are various labs and there are various benefits associated with that. And sir, I will.
Okay, fine, I'm sold. Thanks. Tell me one thing. You're post in Delhi, right?
Sir, currently I'm undergoing training in Delhi.
Undergoing training. In Danix, where all can you get posted?
Sir, in Andamans and Nicobars, Lakshadweep, and Dadra, Nagar and Daman Diu.
Andaman, beautiful place, no?
Yes,
Have
sir.
you been?
No, sir.
Good.
No, sir.
Dadra, Nagar, have you been?
No, sir. Nowhere.
Okay. I was in Mumbai, and Mumbai has got a big problem about pollution, water pollution. And then last year this coastal regulation zone came, and there was lots of cry about provisions of coastal regulation zone. I don't understand. Can you please explain what exactly it is and how exactly it's going to help or hurt the people of this? Do you have any idea what coastal regulation is?
Yes, sir.
Please explain me how exactly why people are opposing it.
Sure, sir. Sir, coastal regulatory zone are basically to regulate the development in the coastal areas. Sir, because coastal areas are vulnerable to various disasters like flooding, tsunamis. So there is a need to regulate the construction activities and the commercial activities there. So we have CRZ, coastal regulation, and we are 4 categories in that.
Right.
CRZ 1 to 4. So CRZ 1 is for the high tidal areas, basically which are very near to the ocean. CRZ 2 are for rural areas near the coast, and CRZ 3 is for the urban areas which are already been developed, and CRZ 4 are for the territorial waters.
What is territorial water?
Sir, 12 nautical miles from the high tide, from the coast. So,
Coast, low tide, high tide.
so that I am not clear. I have to see, sir.
What
Sorry,
is the
sir.
difference between nautical mile and normal mile?
So nautical mile is basically related to navigation. I said exactly. I do not remember the
What do you
figures.
think this amendment in coastal regulation zone is good or bad?
So the basic motivation is to promote development in the coastal areas. However, sir, there are concerns that the rules have been relaxed because sir, the limits that were 200 meters earlier have been reduced to 50 meters. So, sir, there could be construction very near to the waters, and it could be detrimental to them in case of floodings or in case of other disasters like tsunamis. So we need to have a re-examine that and have a scientific analysis of that. And if found to be risky, we should reconsider that.
Abhi tak scientific analysis has not happened.
Ma'am, it might have happened, but if there is a criticism from public, we should have a relook in that. Otherwise, ma'am, we should actually publicize the findings of any committee so that people can be ensured that it is not without any thought.
Sure thing.
Okay, so I think we should we're done with the review. Thank you, Navneet.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Wait outside for 5 minutes.
Sure, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Navneet, you are from IIT Jodhpur, na? Dekho Navneet, suno. You what's your age?
25, sir.
25. Young, smart is my feedback. Okay? And that's taken also. You're from IIT, very smart, very intelligent. Problems किधर है? Problems है जब भी आप से सवाल पूछा जाएगा, the question is asked, you have to be precise. You won't get much time. We talk to you for around 30-35 minutes. Probably you would not get that much time.
Sure, sir.
So topics, if question is asked, take a pause, not more than a couple of seconds. In that time, you should be able to frame your answers. So naturally, you can't do that in interview. You should be well prepared beforehand. So the answer is not important. Your thought process is important. So clarity should be there as whether you support something or not. Extrajudicial killing, sir, this is not acceptable because today we agree or accept it or promote it. Tomorrow, fake encounters might hurt lots of innocent people, and we would not be able to curb that later on. So one of the pillars of democracy is rule of
Judiciary
law.
and
Justice to everybody. So justice should be delivered, but not at this cost. So there should be firmness in your voice, not arrogance. Firmness in your voice. You're very firm about that part. No, not acceptable. Rule of law is there, and this. I asked you a question. No. Rule. This cannot be amended because then we don't have democracy. Tomorrow, then you might get a government which would start killing its opposition.
Yes, sir.
They would like to remove the opposition, no opposition, and then there would not be democracy. That would be anarchy.
Yes, sir.
So you should be very clear about the fundamentals of democracy, because you are eyeing for a post which is supposed to be iron pillar of democracy. So then other premise you should be very clear of.
Sure.
It's not only about this particular question. In general, when questions are asked, your verbal communication is fine, but then articulation part is what you need to refine. How exactly would you do that? So you should think about, are you part of that group? Telegram group?
Yes, sir.
But I've never seen you answering or participating in that.
Sir, I joined 2 or 3 days back only.
When is your interview?
20th Feb, sir.
20th Feb is just nearby.
Yes,
You don't
sir.
have much time.
Yes, sir.
Participate. Think about question. Don't wait for me or us to ask questions there. You think about questions. You frame your answer right there, and ask for feedback. Not necessarily my feedback or Rakesh or anybody's feedback. Ask for everybody's feedback. Then frame your answer, and it should always be based on the certain fundamental pillars that are this country is diverse culturally and ethnically, everything diverse country, its pillars. So all parameters should be ticked.
Sure, sir.
So that way you should be framing your answer. The problem is not in the answer. The problem is in articulating it. You should be very precise. You won't have that much time. because they would be asking questions. Lot many. See, your aim should be to provide an opportunity where the board could ask as many questions as possible. The idea is that you should be giving them opportunity to ask questions.
Sure.
Otherwise, the board would be more than happy to ask only few questions and then would say, okay, fine, yeah, let the next guy come in. It's not that they would be biased against you, but they might think that you're good at programming, you're a good engineer, go work in engineering field. So you have to facilitate that conversation. And how exactly would you do that? You would do by giving them precise, concrete, and to the point answer. You are providing solution kind of. If I am asking what could be 3 major crises or the problem 20 years down the line for Delhi, first thing that you need to define is those 3 problems. There should not be sub clause pollution, and then after 2 lines you are saying air pollution, then water pollution. Should at the first page you say pollution of all kind, include air and water and scarcity of water, whatever it is. That's your premise. But then your answer should be precise, crisp, and kind of thought provoking. Give them a chance. Otherwise, if you are dependent on board to pin you for subsidiary questions and answers, then probably they would not be interested. They would say that let the next guy come in. In the meantime, maybe we'll have a cup of tea. You should look interesting enough. You should be interesting, right? That's what you need to do. So, not a tough thing. See, you know answers, you know provisions, but then you need to frame. Second thing, slight change in the way you answer. When you are saying I don't know, your face expression should actually show that sorry thing. It should not be smiling and saying sorry.
Sure, sir.
Not smiling. Smiling while giving answer, but then you don't know answer. Then you politely say that, sir, I'm sorry, I don't know that. So your sorry should not look casual. I know you're not casual. Lot many things are at stake. If you clear it, you're in the league. If you don't clear, again same cycle. You're young, you're intelligent. Only thing is that you need to polish. You don't play any sports. Because I was told that you got to go for election things.
Sir, actually I have called them, so I will go there by 1.
So you should have told me, otherwise I would have extended for anyways. So you don't play any sports something?
Sir, I play informally like badminton and cricket.
You didn't mention that in your...
But sir, it's a part of it was written part of a team, college team. That's why, sir.
No, NCC / sports. You should have mentioned something, no?
Sir, that is why I thought...
Anyway, that's taken. In case you get a chance, do mention. So
sure.
I will play sports. I thought it's about playing at certain level. Yeah, I was not part of that. I tried to get into the inter-IT team. I could not succeed, but then I was playing. Playing is, it should not be like sitting in front of computer and all. So 2 bit from my side. Practice with the way you answer. It's not going to be that informal chat. You got to expose yourself to the max.
Without being disrespectful, that is.
Of course, that you would not do, I am sure. So, all encompassing, practice it. It would happen. When you are answering technical questions, try to make it more elusive. You are expert in IT, object-oriented programming. So, first you need to define objects. These are final things.
Sure.
So there is something called object-oriented programming. There is this concept of object. If you permit me, I would like to explain this because that's the difference between C and Java, where we define something called object. It's like physical object. There's just parallels of physical object in the programming also, where we define object. It could be anything, and that object we don't bother about inside, what is inside that object. We think about the output. If glass is there, its output has to be like something poured and is used for taking milk or water or something. So something is there. So we don't bother about that. We call it a class of object. So those class of object would yield similar kind of result. Something like that. Make it more simple when you are talking about technical thing.
Sure.
Because you are expert in that field. Maybe we are not. So if you want us to listen to you, you should be more lucid, more engaging. Otherwise, I would be like, oh, this guy is talking about something. I don't know what is that. Cut it short. Right? More engaging, make it more interesting. You got a pleasing personality. Only thing is that you need to grab that opportunity, which again you've got. From Dynamics to IS, just a small change is needed. Right?
Yes, sir.
Take it, ma'am.
No. I think all you essentially need to do is relax a little bit while you're giving your answers.
As a serious business.
Yeah.
Articulate it, nothing.
Yeah.
Don't be serious there. Be serious before the
Yeah.
actual interview. Maybe we can meet before your interview also, if possible.
Another work session also we can
Yeah, or maybe an informal session, maybe
Yeah.
one-to-one session. If I am taking a class, try to come over.
Yeah,
Then
we can
maybe
discuss.
we can talk about the improvements and all.
Yeah.
So
I
that
have a few points, me.
Yes, sir.
देखो, when you answered, you got a wonderful, I mean, जैसे सर ने बताया, absolutely nice personality and the way you communicate, decent skills you have, confidence you have. कुछ particular चीजें हैं. When you answered why IS, you said very generic things. Just as ma'am said, you don't need to answer too generically, and this I observed in multiple questions. When it came to why IS, you said things like good career opportunity or social responsibilities are there and father's dream. Now this is something which is not a very good thing to say at the interview, because you have said that you were initially interested in engineering, but then you gradually developed interest in civil services, and you have father's dream as well here, and not so specific points, the other 2 points, good career and social responsibility. So this means that probably you were led into this field. You did not have this organic interest in this profession, but you were led into believing that this is a profession for you. So maybe you did not really decide it on your own. Okay, na? So father's dream is okay, but this is not the best way to go about this question. You need to show ki why do you want? Okay, it is you who want to be in the service and not.
You can say that my
anything
father
else.
wanted me to be there. And then when I started exploring wood, at that time I was pretty young, so I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But it definitely it all started with fulfilling his dream. And,
But then later on later on you.
So
Yes, sir.
yeah.
So आपका अपना decision.
And then you realize that
ठीक है. So this is the first point.
Sure, sir.
How much did you get last time?
Sir, in interview 149.
Slightly. थोड़ा सा. ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं करना है. You don't need to change your personality. All you need to do is to articulate, practice.
Correct.
I would like to meet you again.
थोड़ा सा practice करें ना. हो
Yeah.
जाएगा.
You can also do one more thing. Just go through all the basic questions that they essentially have in an interview, and then write down your answers, or just try to articulate or form your answers in your head properly. And then you can kind of have that discussion with people or whatever. But at least having set answers for the basic questions will go a long way
This is important.
in
Because जो
any which
Java-
way approaching. Yeah.
Java वाला जो question सर ने पूछा था, और मैम, this question you said that like basic features of a remote. What do you mean by basic features of remote? Increase volume, decrease volume, home, plus, pause, whatever.
Yes, sir.
You need to highlight what basic features are. Also, when sir asked, when he was saying you approach me for sponsorship. So before that, sir said, so you used to go for, you said yes sir. You did not hear the question in full and you answered without knowing what he really is intending to say.
Do one thing. Actually, he has not practiced well. Do one thing.
practice.
Yesterday we had a interactive session here, and we have created a video also. We soon would be
uploading it. Go
that
through that
video.
video.
I would like you to go through the video, final points, and start participating in the group. And think about questions, because we are giving you hint in which direction can it go. And then think about answer. Frame your question, frame your answer, write in the group, take feedback from the peers, from us, and then maybe we can refine it. Good part is that your interview is in the early stage, so you would be asked questions related to your DAP. You would be asked questions which would be mostly opinion based. What do you think about judicial killing? What do you think would be big issue with Delhi? What do you think should be ideal forest policy? What do you think? What should we be doing to engage Pakistan in a fruitful manner? Why there is economic slowdown, and what could be done to revive it? Mostly opinion based. When you are asked about your opinion, you should not be trying to balance something. You should be very firm about your points. So, what do you think should be done to engage Pakistan? You should have set of answers. If you don't know it, don't hazard a guess. Say, sorry, I don't know, may I hazard a guess? Can I take a guess? Something like this. Be firm, to the point. Is this good or bad? Then, unlike mains answer, don't say that these are the plus points, these are the no. You got to be very firm, precise on one point. I do not agree to judicial killing. This would lead to this. Fundamentals should be clear, and that is our constitution. That is fundamental. We should stick to that. Ethos of our constitution. That is the preamble. So all those final points that is there, that should be very clear. Those are the pillars of our democracy. Those are the essence, what we call Atman of our democracy. We should be very firm on that, and based on that, we should. I'm just giving you a hint how exactly should the answer be framed on social issues, right?
Sure.
Lastly, your hands. Just one more thing. आपके body language में I noticed right hand specifically. First of all, you're too stiff. एकदम पकड़ के घुटने पकड़ के क्यों बैठे हुए? And right hand is like it is swiveling. When he is answering, his hand is
actually he's making so. Don't make yourself stiff.
हाँ, no, relax. कोई
ठीक है. They would not be. You have got experience of last year, so you must be knowing that they are not going to kill you.
Yes, sir.
They are there to have a good conversation with you, and थोड़ा सा अपने आप को polish करिए, ठीक है? वो कल का वीडियो आप देखें. Just go through the video and then you will realize what all should be done. I've given lot many final points, and then my 3 videos. I think you might not be aware of that. You can ask outside. They'll tell you. Last year I had made 3 videos. So those 3 videos, go through it religiously. You just each and everything that I have taught in those 3 videos, and then maybe in a couple of days we will be uploading my next video. Watch that also. I've talked about many things. Go through it. Ask the question in the group. We would be answering it. I would be there. Now I might delay. There might be some delay in my answering. Wait for my response. I usually give response. Right? Thank you.
Yeah.
Best of luck.
All the best.
Thank you, ma'am.